Welcome to your 12-day reset video for strength. Now, all of this can be done with no equipment. However, check my modifications. There will be opportunities to add weights if you feel comfortable or to scale it back if it's a little too intense. And this is your reset and you just want to take it a little easier. I'm Abigail Ladd. I'm an anti-diet health and fitness coach, and let's get started. We're going to start on the ground in cat-cow. Now, if you don't get on the ground, you can do a standing cat-cow. So coming here into a tabletop position for this cat-cow, you're going to inhale as you drop your belly towards the ground, arching your back like a cow, and then exhale, pressing round like a Halloween cat. And we're going to do 10 of these. So inhale, drop, and exhale. This is just to warm up the spine, get the middle of the body ready to go. It also just feels good, especially if you've been sitting all day or traveling in a car or a plane. It's just a nice way to change up the vibe. There's 3. Our spine really likes being able to move forward and back like this. And often we only move it one direction. Some people are prone to only curl back. Some people are more prone to curled forward. And so it's just good to do this to kind of get to both ends of the range of motion. I'm pretty sure that's 10. Let's do one more for good measure because it feels great. Woo! Nice. Now our next move is going to be a full body move from the floor. So we're going to do a tabletop to down dog position. Check out my modification if it's not for you. So getting into that tabletop position, you're going to tuck your toes. You're going to pull your belly button up towards your spine, squeeze your glutes, and all you're going to do is lift your knees to hover and then send them back into a down dog position. This is great for your shoulders, your legs, also gives you a little calf stretch. And then as you inhale, you're going to drop the knees back to the ground. And exhale, lift, send them back. We're going to do this 10 times. Trying to sync with your breath, not mine, which I know is hard because you're following along in a video. But if you are a much slower breather than me, pause the video. I'll be here. The goal for this reset is to tune into your body and how you move and work on your foundations, not mine. This is all in service of you. This is your guide, so don't get stressed out if you're not following me or your neighbor or your friend who's doing it with you. That's it. 2 more. Nice. So hopefully if you're feeling nice and warm, I am feeling absolutely warmed up. We're going to do a kneeling hip flexor stretch. You're going to take one knee forward, almost like you're proposing. You're going to squeeze your glutes, tuck that tailbone, and then you're going to roll forward, stretching the down leg. Catch your breath if you need to. And then from here, if you need a little bit more, you can lift your arm up and overhead and just a little lean away. Take that time, relax into the stretch. See if you can exhale into the stretch. If you are someone who's incredibly open and needs more, you can actually head for the ground. Just make sure that this hip is driving towards the floor. We're not just curling here to reach the ground. I feel it plenty like this. And then we're going to switch legs. Also, if you need to pad up your knee, pad up your knee. If you want to try the standing option, try the standing option. When you switch legs, always reset. So squeeze your hips and your glutes, tuck under, and then roll forward. It's just good to always start fresh, start with a reset. That's what this is all about, this 12-day reset, right? Reevaluating the foundations, going through it again. You can reach up and lean away if you need a little more. We're thinking nice and slow, nice and steady, beginning the year with a sustainable sort of reconnection to self. Beautiful. Now we're going to stand up. We're going to start with some body weight squats. We're going to try 10 of them. Now, for these, you might know how to squat already. Totally fine. This is about form and really honing in on making sure everything's on and working in the right order. So for this one, I'm going to have you do is set up your feet first. Now you're going to take your feet as wide as is comfortable, and I want you to press all four corners of your feet into the ground. And then imagine you could spread the floor with your feet. So, right, you can see actually my knees when I'm just standing here to when I start to spread the floor, they kind of open up a little bit, right? I can feel my glutes turn on, my shins turn on, my ankles turn on right from here. Now I'm going to turn to the side for you. In that position, you're going to send the hips back first and then sit down nice and slow and come on up. So let's try that together. Start by sending your hips back, almost like someone's pulling a chair out from under you, which is horrible, but that's what I like to imagine sometimes. And come on up. Now, here we go. Inhale as you sink down and exhale, push. Now, as you stand up, you're still keeping that spread as you push the floor away. Beautiful. There's 3. Nice and slow. Taking that time, thinking about that foundation. As we go through, if you're someone who's really familiar with this gets good. You can add weights. If you're somebody that's like working up to a squat, there's some options for using a chair or a stool. But even if you add weights, I want you to think slow, controlled, getting all your form right. We want to whip through these things. We don't need to whip through them. We're connecting to all of it. See if you can feel your glutes, your shins, your quads. I think I've done more than 10 now, and I lost count completely. So we're going to do one more. And head in. If you know me, you know my counting is creative. You know, there's lots of room for interpretation in my counting. Now we're going to do a T-spine rotation. So I'm going to show you it from the side, and then we'll try it from the front. So from the side, you're going to extend your hands out nice and long. You're going to try and keep your hips facing forward always. Extend your hands out. And then you're going to pull one arm back, almost like a bow and arrow. And then extend back. See if you can follow that hand with your neck, but without opening up your hips, right? Your hips are going to want to turn. And then exhale, close. So inhale, reach back, exhale, close. From the front, looks like this. Inhale, reach back, exhale, close. Almost like you're getting squished between 2 panes of glass. We're going to do 10 on each side. Trying to have as little break as possible, right? Because your shoulders are working to hold up your arms. They're going to begin to fatigue. 8, you can also add really light weights to this. I wouldn't go above a 3. Or honestly, you can add more reps. This is going to get the job done, right? In that endurance set, you also could feel it in your obliques, sort of your lats. We're going to switch sides right away, pulling back that bow and arrow, reaching back behind you, swinging closed. Trying to keep those shoulders up. Don't let them drop. Don't let them dip as they get tired. Again, syncing with the breath. I tend to breathe really quickly. That's just who I am. So you can sync with me if it works, but if it doesn't, take your time. Pause the video. This is about you. 6. Almost there. 7. Some people do love a little clap at the end. 8, give yourself a high five. 9. 10, and relax. Woo! Feeling it in those shoulders. Beautiful. Now our next move is going to be a single leg RDL, which is just, you're gonna hinge forward basically with your body and try and keep your body as flat as possible. So grab a chair or a wall so you have something to stabilize. For this, I like to imagine my legs as a big pair of scissors, right? They're gonna come apart and then you're gonna squeeze them back together. You're gonna use your glutes and your legs to sort of make that squeeze happen, your inner thighs. So standing kind of like fingertip away from the chair or the wall, you're gonna just hinge at the waist, making my legs into a nice pair of scissors that's there to help stabilize you. And then you're gonna squeeze, close them back together. You can tap that foot down if you want to or not. Extend again and squeeze. Nice. We're gonna inhale, extend. And exhale, squeeze. It's okay if you almost fall over. That's what the chair's there for. Extend, inhale, exhale. If you're really familiar with this move, I still recommend slowing down, taking time, focusing, but you can begin to do it without anything to stabilize against or adding weight. But the goal of this reset is to really come back to those foundations. So I recommend at least once through doing it just assisted, really focusing, gripping the floor with your foot, feeling that ankle move and make adjustments, right? That's your ankle trying to balance for you. Your body loves you and is like, I got you. I can do it. One more. Nice. Woo! Definitely feeling that in the down leg. We're going to switch legs to the other side. You can rotate, or if you're facing a wall or something, no need. I'm just rotating so you can see the other leg. Setting up, finger tucked away. Extend, nice little scissors, and squeeze. I find flexing my feet and keeping my feet flexed through this is really helpful at turning on that glute, at squeezing that inner thigh together. With a pointed toe, you can absolutely do it if you're from a dance background or a ballet background, but I find that flexed foot really just helps my quad turn on, my glutes turn on. Nice. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale as you extend forward. Make your body into a table. Exhale, squeeze. Bring those scissors back together. There's lots of things happening here. Tables, scissors. We're having some mixed imagery. And that's okay. Whoop. And squeeze. Few more. Honestly, today I'm feeling this the most in my calves. My calves are very tired. And so managing that ankle, that's where I'm feeling it. So it doesn't always have to be the most in the target area. As long as you're still feeling it in that area, you might feel it in other places. Great, you can set your chair aside. Now we've done T-spine rotations. Now we're gonna do a T-spine windmill. So a T-spine windmill, same idea. Hips forward, hands forward. You're going to take your thumb and you're going to go up and over like a backstroke till here, and then barn door close. So it's okay if you have to Y out a little bit because your shoulder's nice and tight. Totally fine. You're just always working to get it sort of as straight back as possible. So hips forward, arms up. Ready? Perfect. Yeah, we're going to do the same thing as we did with the T-spine rotations, 10 each side. There's 5, 6, 7. Again, you can add little weights to this. I wouldn't go above 3. 9. And last one. 10. Give yourself a high five. Other side. Up and over. Reach back. Close. Whew. Try to keep those shoulders up. Your arm up front might want to start lowering. Try to keep it up. That's where that endurance comes in with your shoulders. Nice. There's 6 for me, but take your time. One more. One more. You got it. Hey. Ooh, feel the burn. Nice. Now, this is the end of our strength video. Thank you so much for joining me, and you're worth it. So stick with it. I'll see you again tomorrow.